The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
For the past few years, we've been gradually raising interest rates, and along the way, we've tried to explain the reasoning behind our decisions. In particular, we think that gradually returning interest rates to a more normal level as the economy strengthens is the best way the Fed can help sustain an environment in which American households and businesses can thrive.
Well, that's not true. The best way is go back to the gold standard so you're not printing too much money. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. You know, this thing, the Federal Reserve, I talked a little bit about Friday. Trump really should call this not a swamp, but a cesspool. As long as we have the Federal Reserve, we are going to be burdened with debt. We'll never get out from underneath. We got a dollar that's dropped. Remember, the Federal Reserve was formed in 1913, and the dollar has lost 90% of its value. 90% of the value because of this Federal Reserve. Because they print money out of thin air. Most people have no idea what the Federal Reserve is. If you understood the Federal Reserve, you would understand those dollars in your wallet are worthless, and a few people control us through debt. Today, the market is down again. Why? Because the banks are down. I've been telling you since the crisis began on January 26th, when I said it would begin, I said the market crash would begin on the 26th. The banks, have been dropping, and nobody's saying anything about it. First of all, the market went down 11% in about 6 days. And we haven't recovered that 11%. It's been almost 4 months. That's almost impossible. I've never seen that before. It's telling you that the economy is ready to blow up. We're going to have another recession. We can see that in the 10-year Treasury yield. When the 10-year Treasury yield can't keep up with the 2-year Treasury yield, then the 2-year Treasury yield becomes the same as the 10-year. That's identifying, it has identified the last 7 recessions, but nobody wants to talk about it. Now, if you take the banks, just this month alone, Citi is down 17%, Goldman Sachs down 16%, Bank of America is down 11%, Morgan Stanley's down 14%, and you put them all together as an aggregate, the ETF XLF is down 10%. That's terrible. But you don't hear that. You don't hear anybody talking about it.
The U.S. economy is booming.
You can't have a booming economy when the banks are going down. The banks is what sustain the entire rally. If the banks aren't going up, then you have a stock market that's going up that's a big bubble. It's all air, and that's what it is. You know, the reason this 3% GDP is so important, that's all we hear about, GDP. This 3% is so important to any president, not just to Trump, because it means 12 million new jobs, 10 trillion of new economic activity over the next 10 years. That's very important. That's huge. But wait a minute. You know, they're all excited saying, oh, he's going to have the second quarter, he's going to hit a GDP of 4%. Trump. No, he's not. Look, we haven't had a 3% GDP in 18 years. And why? The Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve's the killer. Because we're losing all the value in our dollar. And I'll explain that in a minute. But we're heading for another correction. That's why you should call and join the gang and make sure you're comfortable and you're set up right for this next correction. My gang is. We're looking forward to it. You should be too. You think your broker's going to call you and tell you, hey, the recession is coming, the 2-year is catching up to the 10-year, and therefore we're going to have this recession. Gee, you got to be ready. They're not going to tell you. They could care less. Because remember, they get paid on size of the account, not on performance. But let's get back to this GDP. Obama, during his reign of 8 years, he hit above 3%, a GDP above 3%, 8 times during his 2 terms. 8 times he got above 3%. We're talking about the quarterly. He never hit 4% quarterly. He even hit a 4% quarterly GDP. And he also hit, and by the way, not only did he hit a 4% quarterly GDP, he hit it 3 different times, and he even hit 5% quarterly GDP, but he never got to that elusive 3%. But now they're making it sound like Trump, he's going to hit 4%, like it was never done in history, like he's the first guy in history ever hit a 4% quarterly GDP. They should be talking about the annual GDP. On an annual side, GDP, Obama never could grow this country over 8 years. He could never grow the country to a 3% growth, nor could Bush. Take 16 years, contiguous 16 years, both these knuckleheads, both these dopes, couldn't grow a 3% economy. Can you imagine? That's because they didn't control the Federal Reserve. You got to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Bunch of gangsters. You'd be getting wages. Your real wages would be going up. You'd be getting rid of your part-time job for a good full-time job. You would have to be working 2 or 3 jobs if they get rid of the Federal Reserve. So here we got jibber-jabbers on Fox and CNBC are predicting second quarter GDP 4%. Bunch of nonsense. It's not going to happen. First of all, corporate profits. They're not telling us the truth about corporate profits. They're not doing so terrific. Example, and here's what they don't want us to know. If you back out, in other words, before they did the tax credits, let's say they never did a tax credit, profits would be up by 1%. That's it. Terrible. The only reason why their profits, remember, starting out, their profits, were down 6% before they did the tax cuts. When they did the tax cuts, now profits were only down by 1%. They got this boost in these corporate taxes. It's air. It's a bubble. But they're still not going to reach an annualized 3% GDP. They're still not going to have it because we got too many things going on. First of all, not only do you have the government debt too high and household debt too high and budget deficits too high, trade deficits too high, and now we have tariffs that are too high. We have a retirement crisis that's too large. You can't have a 3% GDP with the retirement crisis we have. You have baby boomers that started out in 2008 retiring. They started to take retirement in 2008. What happens with all these? There's 78 million of them started in 2008. That means their spending drops by 25%. When you go to retirement, you don't spend, you contract your spending. So that kills our economy. We never had 78 million people ever retire at once. That kills economic growth, but nobody tells you that. Remember, the boomers, unlike their parents, they got hit with corporate downsizing. Remember, they got screwed. They got caught with the elimination of corporate pensions. That was a beautiful thing. You were guaranteed your retirement with corporate pensions. They got caught with stagnant real wages. They got caught with a shrinking minimum wage. It's unbelievable. They got caught with everything, which you and I now have to take care of, and why we can't reach a growth that we need, and that's why we're not getting the real jobs. We'll be right back with a lot more on how to make some money.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done.
You have all the tools necessary to become a successful trader.
Phil's Gang is like having a pro by your side all day long.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
It is truly a great value for what it offers.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, most people have no idea what the Federal Reserve is and what it does. And if you have a Federal Reserve like we used to, where for every dollar they printed, they had to have a dollar of gold, that controlled the money that would be out in this, that would circulate. In other words, you can't have all this money circulating. And when you have all that, when you just print, there's nothing backing it, nothing restricting you from printing, and you keep putting all this money just everywhere. You can loan money to European banks, to foreigners, you can to armies, to the rebels, anybody. That's what the Federal Reserve does. They just print. That killed our economy. Once you got rid of the gold standard, then you lost control of the Federal Reserve and how much money they could print. When they only could print so much money, that was a good deal. That was a good deal. See, when currency is backed by gold, the central bank's main function was to maintain the value of our dollar in terms of gold. So this private cartel, this private banking center, when they created too much money against the gold reserve in the banking system, then an increasing number of people would begin to exchange their currency for gold. They had a window you could go to and get gold. So to combat this, the central bank would be forced to raise interest rates and decrease the money supply, preserving the value of the dollar. See, this was good. This is when we had the gold system. So a higher interest rate would incentivize people to exchange gold for larger savings on deposits that earned interest. Unlike today, we get no interest. Now, the banking reserves, the gold, would return to the banking system, and the economy would return to a good, normal balance. Again, not printing all this money and putting too much money out into circulation, which killed your savings, killed everything, killed the economy. Remember, the dollar was backed by gold right up to 1971. I mean, you could physically go to the bank, go to the Federal Reserve window and get an ounce of gold for $35. But then Nixon shut the window, no more gold. Because he wanted print to do wars and go to Vietnam. He just wanted to own the world, but by printing money. And since he shut that gold and gold was gone, shut the gold window, then the system of credit in our country has been under the control of the very, very wealthy, the 1% who control our lives. And there lies the problem. In the 1900s, remember, it was the richest guy, 4 richest guys got together. They were Morgan, Rockefellers, Wahlberg, and Rothschild. They controlled the banks. And they competed with one another. So they controlled 1/4 of the world's wealth. So one day they all got together and they said, let's stop competing with each other. Let's join forces. Now here you got 4 men that control 1/4 of the world's wealth. And they decided they were going to control all the money. As compared, just to put in perspective, you got 8 men today: Bill Gates, this guy Ortega, Buffett, this guy Carlos Slim, Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, Bloomberg, who control half of the world's wealth. They controlled 1/4 of the world's wealth. So you go back in the 1900s when these guys, Rockefeller, Wahlberg, and the rest of them, controlled the banks, and they could do whatever they wanted. But here's the key. They know if they got together, they were so powerful that they knew that the government would want to be their partner. That's right. The government wanted to be their partner because they're so powerful. The government said, please. The government said, please, please, let me be your partner. Let me be your partner. Yeah, this is the government, Congress, who loves to spend money. Now, see, the advantage for Congress or the government, they could keep spending and spending and spending. And if they were partners with these guys, partners with this private bank, they could buy their own debt. All they had to do was be partners with them. They could spend like crazy, have all kinds of debt. They didn't care. Because when they needed cash, they just bought their own debt. What a deal. Hey, we'll become partners with you. But in return, the gangsters of them, like now, who control the Federal Reserve, in return, they said, okay, you can be our partner. You can buy your own debt. But in return, they wanted Congress to give them a charter. And the charter was that these guys controlled everything. The richest guys in the world, they could, at any time they want, print money. They could do what they could set they go to Congress and say to Congress, you know what? We want you to put these laws in place because it benefited them. So here you got the richest people saying, look, we'll let you, the government, come and be our partner so you can buy your own debt. Well, there's no more gold standard. We can print all we want. But in return, what we want, the richest guys who control the bank, we can come to you, Congress, and tell you what laws to put in for our own benefit. And what was the benefit? To create money and to put all of us in debt with easy terms, easy money. And that's what they did. That's what they did. And here's the biggest thing they said to the richest guys who own this private bank. If we let you come in, the government, and be our partner so you can buy your own debt, we'll do that. But you got to let us, when we make all these crazy deals and we lose money, shift all our losses. These are all the big bankers, big guys now, shift our losses to the taxpayers away from us. And the government said, that's a great deal. As long as you let us buy our own debt, we'll take your losses and we'll screw the taxpayer. And that's where we stand today. We'll be right back with some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grady at philsgang.com. We have a 16% return since the first of the year on my video stock group. Those are stocks that I select. I put out a video 3 times a day. You just follow my instructions on those particular stocks. This is for people who just don't have time to learn. Join my gang, philsgang.com, and use the video stock group.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock, and during the day something happens, and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody, and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done.
You have all the tools necessary to become a successful trader.
Phil's Gang is like having a pro by your side all day long.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
It is truly a great value for what it offers.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits.
Well, that puts me up $13,087 in 2 days.
I'm up like 15%.
I'm up $5,000 in a month and a half.
I'm up about 15% for this year. I'm up $28,000 since November.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, I'm so sick of hearing everything about Russia. I'm tired of the Russia thing. I'm tired of all the immigration, the Comey. I just can't stand this anymore.
Looks like it is connected to Russia.
It is wall-to-wall Russia.
Relationship with Russia is on Russia.
Is a cover-up going on with the Trump campaign and Russia?
And there are children being separated from their mothers at the border.
If you don't like families being separated, you can tell DHS stop doing it.
We need to be working in El Salvador and Nicaragua and Honduras.
But immigration under Obama, it was his idea to separate them. His idea. And they applauded him. All the liberals applauded him for separating the kids. Oh, now it's Trump's the bad guy for separating them. When that's exactly what his administration did and introduced it. And then you got the Comey.
Mr. Comey also admitted that there is no evidence.
The IG found no evidence.
Threatened Comey's job. Comey changed the law to...
I can't stand this. How does this help us? When you got Trump focusing on this instead of focusing on the Federal Reserve to get our lives back in order. You can't have a small group of the wealthiest people in the world with a printing machine. We got to take the printing machine back, because when you keep printing and printing and printing and printing, it kills the value of the dollar in your wallet, the dollar in your savings, and it kills the country. And there's no oversight. The owners of the Federal Reserve, they want us in debt. That's why they create bubbles. Why do you think they have the dot-com bubble? The housing bubble. Now we got the QE bubble. They always create the bubble because they want to keep printing and printing money, because they get wealthy by taking money, printing it, a bunch of it, and turning around and dropping credit standards and then lend it to anybody because they're the ones that own the banks. And so when they, like the housing, they got rich off of housing. They knew it was going to blow up. Do you think saying to somebody, you pick your own payment? You think these guys who are from Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, all these people, the brightest brains in the world, then think, oh, gee, this may be a problem by having people pick their own payment? You think there's going to be a problem with people over-financing their houses? Oh, they didn't think of it? Of course they did. All they care about is create a bubble, then they get wealthy, and then they decide when to pop the bubble. And when they pop the bubble, it goes right back down. All they need is to make sure that people, to start another bubble, have to have terrible credit and have no money, and then the banks come back in again and start all over again. We're a big bubble machine, but that would never happen if the Federal Reserve was back on the gold standard, because you'd have to have every dollar you print, you needed gold. This has screwed up our whole economy, and that's why you got to learn how to invest, not listen to these people tell you about the fundamentals of a company. Just follow the money. Look, do you remember these owners of this Federal Reserve, this private banking, print as much money as they want for their own benefit. They're loaning money to countries we don't even know where the money is. Listen, and who got the money?
So who got the money?
To financial institutions in Europe and other countries.
Which ones?
I don't know.
$500 billion, and you don't know who got the money?
The loans go to the central banks, and they then put them out to their.
Can you imagine? We have a country where the rich of the richest can print as much money and lend it to other banks in other parts of the world, and nobody knows where the money is. Everything's a secret. And then listen to this.
You're the Inspector General. My question to you specifically is, do you know who received that $1 trillion plus that the Fed extended and put on its balance sheet since last September? Do you know the identity of the recipients?
I do not know. We have not looked at that specific area at this particular point on those reviews.
So they haven't looked at the specific area who got the money. I can't fix any of this. And here we got a retirement crisis because of the Federal Reserve printing too much money, destroying the value by 90%. By destroying the value of the dollar by 90%, a handful of very, very wealthy, the 1% of the 1%, we are their debt slaves. They can do anything they want. Loan to any bank around the world, loan to armies, loan to terrorists. They can do whatever they want, and there's no oversight. No oversight. If you're going to fix this economy, you've got to get that printing machine away from these gangsters and bring it back to Congress. Put it in the president's office, for God's sakes, or the Treasury. Get it away from these individuals who own this private bank. And set the interest rates anytime they want, up or down? What is this? It never used to be that way. See, we were the strongest country in the world. We were the strongest country when we had that gold standard. It's gone. It's all gone. We're not going to get it back. So you got to go with this flow. You got to continue to make money. You're not going to make money with a 401k. We got a problem now, a retirement crisis. We've got baby boomers. We got 78 million of them who retired in 2008. Are you kidding? And these people don't have any money. They don't have any their houses aren't paid for. They have no savings. They went out and, unlike their parents, they had pensions. Remember, their parents had corporate pensions. Remember, the owners not only took over the banks, the federal banks, but they said, get rid of the pensions. We don't want people to have good pensions. We want them to be debt slaves. We want to have wages real low, stagnant wages. Let's shrink the minimum wage, they said. Let's shift everybody to part-time so we don't have to give them benefits. And they're trying to tell us that the economy is wonderful? No, it's not. It's not wonderful. The only way it's wonderful if you yourself make it wonderful by creating wealth. And you're not going to create wealth by listening to these people on CNBC who tell you to buy a stock. Are you kidding me? So, example, what are we doing right now? We're picking some wonderful stocks out. So it's a stock picker's market. Right now, we have the energy stocks, which we made some good money with. So now we're picking a couple more energy stocks. We think the market's going to go up for a little bit. We can make some money with and we also think there's an opportunity with the bank stocks because they've been dropping all month. We think there's an opportunity there. What I do is I select a stock for my gang, and then you, for $39.95, you can be as active as you want. You can come to my classes that we hold from 9:30 to 11 o'clock every day, updates. If you're busy, then just participate in my online video where I'll pick a stock like, for example, we're starting to look at right now. We're looking at a little stock called Fred. Nice little stock. We're also looking at Best Buy. So and Dominion Resources. So 3 little stocks. So I put them in the video. I have SPY, the ETF, because you can always make more money. Just if all you did was follow me every day. Every day I have the spiders in the video. The video I change 3 times a day. It just tells you to follow us. Do what we're doing. When we add, you add. When we tell you to take profits, you take profits. We tell you not to add, you don't add. And it's so easy for you. You don't have to think. You don't have to do nothing. Just do what we instruct you to do with those stocks that are in the video. We change the video 3 times, and you got your own personal coach, for heaven's sakes. If you're still concerned, you say, I'm thinking of adding, but not sure, you contact us. We'll say, yes, it's safe to add. It's easy. It's only $39.95 a month. Are you kidding me? So we got, right now, the bank stocks are very weak. We can take advantage of them. We also are going to be ready for the stock market crash that began on January 26th. My gang's all set up right now. They're all set up. So when this market starts to crash, they will be making money all the way down. And they'll sleep at night. That's why you should call right now, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG. And if you're very, very busy, and you don't have time to learn a thing, just join the gang and participate in the videos. We change it 3 times a day. We'll be right back with a lot more and some stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, Phil's Gang. You hear me talk about my video group. These are folks who don't have any time to learn. I do the actual investing for them. I do a video 3 times a day. All I do is follow what I do. As a result, if you were a gang member from January, we now have a 16% return for my video group. Join my gang, philsgang.com. If you're busy, it's a perfect solution.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, We recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
St. Jude exceeds any expectation or any dream I could have ever had about a hospital. I was told we wouldn't get a bill. I didn't quite process that. How's this possible? It's possible through all the wonderful people who donate. I don't know if they are aware of what they do, but they're saving children's lives every day.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
philsgang.com. What are people saying?
After 3 months on 2018, I'm up over about 15% for the year.
I love the webinars. I love all of the training videos.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I really appreciated how he explained why it was very risky to start buying stock.
Thank you for giving my confidence back in trading.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang. Very inexpensive compared to what you are getting or receiving for the money.
Yes, I would recommend Phil's Gang to anyone who is interested in buying stocks.
Join the gang, follow Phil, manage your own money. You'll be glad you did.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Back about 2005, I found myself out of work. One of the things I was doing was KCA was playing Phil's Gang at noon, and he was predicting in 2005 a collapse of the housing market. Phil's Gang feller, he was on it, and nobody else was predicting what he predicted, but he was on the money. He was talking in 2005. He was talking about how people had the teaser rates with their mortgages, and that the whole thing was going to collapse. And he knew what time it was. You got to respect that.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Now here's a company that everybody's heard of, but it's in a very competitive area. That would be Charles Schwab in the brokerage industry.
They're really doing very nicely. So in the very short term, the other thing that's really helping Schwab is rising interest rates. And as rates go up, they're making very nice interest income on just massive amounts of cash that's in their system. So we like the story there, and they are taking their dividend up. So that's another attractive
That's
part.
another yeah, their dividend attractive. Oh, yeah, really. Then let me ask them a question. How come my gang members who are in Schwab, we told them to sell it? We told them to sell it. Here, I'll give you an example. The stock, my gang members who own Schwab, we had them buy it in April, around the 20th of April, around $52. It went to a high of around $60. They had a 15% return. Then it started to pull back. It didn't turn red yet, so we tell them take their money off. Even though it's green, it starts pulling back. Just keep a few shares on it. We'll monitor it. And then finally, around $58, she started to drop again. So she dropped from $60 down to $54, and she's still dropping. So 10%, it's on the downside of 10%, and it's turned red, telling us that the banks and the big institutions are pulling their money out of the stock left and right. But what does he tell them to do? Because it's got a story, tells them to buy it. Oh, they have dividends, nice dividend. Don't always get sucked in with that dividend. Oh, that nice dividend. And, oh, interest rates are going up, so they're making money. Really? Well, guess what? Ever since they started to raise rates, their stock's coming down. These guys that you listen to on Fox and CNBC who promote these stocks, they've got to promote them because they're in these stocks themselves. They need you to help them. That's not how we do it. We don't help these guys on. Why would I help these guys on Wall Street? We're going to help ourselves. We're going to create our own wealth. And all we want to do is follow the wealth makers. The wealth makers. They're the big institutions. They never lose. And I created a chart that follows their money. And when it's green, we buy. When it's red, we're out. But even better, we sell short. So this stock right now, Schwab, has turned red. You can see that on my chart, which means institutions are pulling their money out, and it's already down by 10%. What are you, nuts? This is the problem. When anybody can get into a stock, anybody can make money. Stocks go up 70% of the time, but they never tell you when to get out. That's what we focus on the most, getting you out before you lose that money. I've been doing this for 40 years, over 45 years. I can tell, I can see, I've been in this so long, and then I created my own algorithms, my own charting, so I could follow the money in and out. My gang members sleep at night. You should just buy the S&P. You know, every day, part of my stock group, the video group, is the spiders. The spiders. You make more money by buying the spiders, and for $39.95, if all you did was follow the spiders, did exactly what I told you to do during the 30 days, and did nothing but the spiders, we had the 500 best companies, you would be making a return on both sides as it goes up and goes back down. You've got to make a decent return, at least at 10%. Now, I can't guarantee you 10%, 5%, or 2%. I can't guarantee anybody anything. Look, our oil stocks. We caught the oil stocks when nobody else did. Our oil stocks, right in the boom, we caught them when everybody was staying away from them. They were up an average of 15 to 20% returns we got. But I can't tell you I'm going to make another 15 or 20% return. That's not important. What's important, I can tell you that you can sleep at night, and what stock we are in, the gang is in, we'll make sure that you're out. The banks, give you an example. The banks started to go up. We owned them. They're going up. Then all of a sudden, I didn't like what I was seeing. So we put what we call a stop in. So our gain was 10%. Our risk was 0.75%. And it started to pull back, got us out, and they lost 0.75%. That's it. We generally try to do a 10% gain to a risk of 2%, 3%. That's a good ratio. The key is to make sure I get you out. And at the end of the month, if I'm not performing, to get rid of me. It's only $39.95 a month. Nobody does this for $39.95 a month. But we keep that price so you help St. Jude. We've been working with St. Jude almost 20 years now. And our gang members, when they're making money, they donate to St. Jude. Greatest organization in the world. There's no better place than St. Jude. So I'm going to reach out today, and I'm going to help you so that you don't have to worry ever again, am I going to get out of that stock before it goes down? You can pick any stock that's going to go up. But getting you out, that's the key. That's what I do. Make sure you're out. So here's the number. They're waiting for your call, 877-600-GANG. Now, if you do have time, I have the best educational system, I believe, in the country, where you have the live class from 9:30 in the morning to 11. You have all the updates. And again, a lot of people don't have time to learn. So the video is the most perfect thing. Try it. $39.95. All right. 877-600-GANG. They're waiting for your call. Let me tell you, if they don't get rid of the Federal Reserve, nothing will change. Because you can't have the same group. This is a private bank that controls interest rates, that prints all the money they want to print in the world. They're in cahoots with the government, with Congress. These owners control the Congress. They're always going to print more. They print more money than it should ever be out there. That's why why do you think you can't get a good job? It's because there's too much money out in the system. Why do you think your wages aren't going up? Because of the Federal Reserve. You got a bunch of people, about 180 people, that are controlling most of this wealth of our country. And they control everything, and they make us slaves, debt slaves. Why do you think they're letting people go out and spend more money than they're taking in? How do they do that? How do you spend more money you take in? You got to have something. It's called credit cards. Well, who controls the credit cards? Who controls the 17% interest on the credit card? The same gangsters. Look, these gangsters going back in the 1300s, they're gone now. You just got a new bunch of guys. Today, you got again, back then, matter of fact, the Morgans, the Rockefellers, Wahlberg family, and the Rothschild, they're still controlling, their family's still controlling this private bank. And they have they only control 1/4 of the world's wealth. Today, the bank controls half of the world's wealth. So, I mean, again, the biggest problem, too, remember, is that today's workforce, more than half are unable to save the required 16% of annual income for the retirement. You got to save 16% of your annual income. But unfortunately, the income today, 70% of our 157 million workers are working paycheck to paycheck. And the average person is making $35,000 net of taxes. His insurance, remember, is $13,000, $14,000, $17,000 for a family plan. There's no money left over. That's why again, the banksters give us credit cards. Can you imagine if gold came back, if Trump brought back in gold and nobody could print, the Treasury couldn't print, the Reserve could not print money unless they had $1 worth of gold for every dollar they printed, this country would turn around. So it's pretty hard to save a required 16% of your average annual income when net of taxes is $35,000, and that's 70% of our 157 million workforce. What are you, nuts? This is crazy. Oh, by the way, when you get hired and they tell you, oh, you got health insurance, remember this. Before that position was filled, they lower the wage for that position to help the companies. This is what they do. They lower the wage for that position to help the companies subsidize that health insurance. Join now, Phil's Gang, 877-600-GANG, and get my video stocks. You'll love it. Remember St. Jude. Join the gang. 877-600-GANG.
You've been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.